order the agates on DoorDash. It is important to note. I just they don't have real food because they are a boba and these boys shop.
Yeah. I'm debating between McMiniman's Chili Cheese and Qdoba. Because your Qdoba was on my list.
There is anger in this country that fills the hearts of these people. Eating with anger, dancing with anger, falling in love with each other with anger. When a man and a woman hate each other very much, they make love angrily like birds of prey and Africanized bees. And with a little bit of luck they'll conceive. They will conceive an evil baby. 9 horrible months, and then she is born into a world that doesn't want her, a beautiful girl. She's screaming already, she's learning to walk, walking with anger. She's learning to talk, she says she hates you. She wants you to pay for bringing her here. You've never been chased by a baby before. You secretly wish she had never been born. You secretly
Experience the dinner ordering.
Experience our dinner ordering.
You too can hear what I'm getting from
hopefully you know that if you're here. Uh, and I am the executive assistant for the TTRPGs for Trans Rights bundle that we do every year, the annual TTRPGs for Trans Rights bundle. This is our 4th year doing it, and we are starting off super strong, as you can see. It's on this side of me. We're already, 7K out of our initial 10K goal. Everything's going like really well, and things are being a lot of fun. Yeah, you can tell that this stream is 100% impromptu. So I figured I would jump on a stream. We would go through some of the things that are in the bundle, maybe mess around, maybe do. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing whatever we want, because did you know that you can do whatever you want forever? Okay, I am gonna mess with the crop on my mini window next to this one right here next to me for a second. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know what it's doing now. That was very rude, OBS. Yeah, my mic is too far, you're right. I gotta bring it here. I have to move it around because it picks me up way too loud if I'm on Zoom. But it picks me up way too quiet basically anywhere else. I don't know. I had to change a whole bunch of the settings because when I recorded my podcast for work the other day, I'm trying to fix this tiny window thing while I talk. While I was recording a podcast for work the other day, I kept peeking out, because whenever I would laugh, it would just go silent. Okay, why?
Hello.
Rue's here.
It's for you.
Oh, thank you.
I have to get my laptop to post about things, so I will be back.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can even get you to be visible on the screen. You are loud. Okay, I still don't know what's going on with my bundle tracker window, though. It's just gone. Okay, let's just jump back to the default setting. It's gonna do something bad and weird. Everybody hold tight. What do you mean you can't hear me? Like, even now? Like, you can't hear me at all? Because OBS is picking up my audio, I believe.
Is it broadcasting your audio?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because Steel can't hear me. He says, tell one of your husbands to join the stream. I can't troubleshoot this.
1 sec.
Yeah, because according to
I
OBS...
have to watch an ad first.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with my audio according to OBS, so... The 2025 Ford whatever. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try and also figure out my little window problem, so this is gonna get big and annoying for a second.
Stop showing me this ad for car!
Why is it... What did it pick?
The same ad twice!
Things just keep happening to us today. Oh, the reason that got weird was because it chose a different window. It's not supposed to be looking at the chat. Okay. I guess I'll try and fix that.
Could you stop telling me about this fucking car? Okay.
Okay, that is visible now, which is good.
It's extremely quiet.
Okay.
Like, I can hear you, but you're really quiet.
Okay, let's figure out what the hell is going on with that, then. And why all of this is happening. I don't want the chat visible. be able to crop that, but we will still be having the audio problem.
Yeah, the audio is more important in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I'm turning my volume way up,
Okay.
so it might just be that.
Oh! Now I can hear you.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, see that bar?
Yes.
The green should be, because like you want mics to be set to about -12 decibels.
Okay, that's where my confusion was. Let me fix my mini window now. No, that's correct now.
Sorry, if I could have
No,
seen
you're
that
good.
better, I
Yeah,
would have been able to tell you that.
I was like, there's green at all. That means it's
No.
working. I was a really good stream producer back in the day, but don't ask me when back in the day was. Okay. I'm trying to smush this a little bit so that it is literally just the like numbers. I love this music. I don't know how audible the music itself is because I turned it way down. But I'm bopping. I forgot how much I fucking dig with lo-fi. Okay. We're getting there. I'm slowly becoming visible. There I am. Okay, and you can see the 10,000 goal. Let me move the left a little bit over. Nope. That way. Yes. And the bottom. Because I just want my like little timer of all of the numbers. There we go. Okay. This stream finally looks a little bit like I wanted it to. Also, I think one of my stream things popped up, but I did not see it at all. Anyway. Jeez. I feel like I should probably... I'm gonna mini start over, just so I can reset. Hold on. Me! Rena! This! Trans Rights Bundle. $5 on itch.io, and you get 467 items for that $5 and a whole bunch of extra goodies that we will send to you after the campaign. Things are good. Things are wild. We've already surpassed 7,000, and we've got more coming for you. This stream is just so that we can sort of like run around the bundle, see what's in it. I have a couple of the things open, and if there's like requests, if people are like, I want to see this thing from the bundle, we can start looking at it. Also, I did say it, but I think it was when my mic was quiet. It is gonna like flash every 30 seconds or so, because that's the only way that I can get the numbers to remain like somewhat accurate. I just have to have an auto refresher going, so.
Okay, I've
Sorry.
got posts made now.
Yay! Alright, come over and be on screen for a little bit.
Hello! You will be able to hear me for most of this stream, but I'm sitting in a chair over there, and I don't feel like moving, because I just got out of work. So hello, I'm Rue. I'm the founder and executive director of TTRPGs for Trans Rights, and we are $7,200 into our fourth annual bundle.
Yeah.
Did you know that talking for a living is my job?
It's like me with the stream producing thing. I was like, I do this.
I communicate for a living. That is my whole job.
It's you manage it.
I do. But yeah, so in addition to doing this stream, if we hit 10,000 before the 24-hour mark, I will do one of two things. I will either stream myself dying over and over in Bloodborne. I'm probably going to do this at some point during the campaign anyway. Mm-hmm. because I think it'll be funny to do things for the bundle while I get my ass handed to me in Bloodborne. Or more likely, if we hit 10,000 in the first 24 hours, I will live record the first episode of my forthcoming podcast, The Hyperfixation Station, which is a podcast where I invite on other neurodivergent guests to talk about their special interests in hyperfixations, except this time the guest is me. I'm interviewing myself about the Spanish influenza.
We'll make a whole bunch of questions. We'll figure out a fun, entertaining way. Just sit around. Okay, we've announced we're live. Rue talked. Are we ready to start digging into games? I think yes.
I also think yes.
And our food is coming in like 20 minutes. What do you mean? What happens if you ban the word bundle or trans rights?
I will unban it.
Yeah.
I'm also a moderator.
Like, are you trying to abuse your mod power steal? Because if so, I'm gonna have to do something.
It's illegal to be mean to me on Trans
Yeah,
Day of
it's Trans Day
Visibility.
of Visibility. You wished me a happy visibility today. You cannot bully me today. Oh, you can ban a word with channel points so that I don't say it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I guess. You have the points for it. You're allowed. I will have to call it something else. I don't even know what I would call it. Let's not ban trans rights, though. If you want to ban a word, you can ban bundle. But, I'm just gonna start going in. So the first one that I have pulled up already, I pulled up a couple of, like, play-in browser and then a couple of zines, just because I knew that those ones would run in the browser. But, like, also, oh, my counter went away. Why did my counter go away? It shouldn't.
What's up?
Did I make my mini window link to the wrong window? Hold on. I can't believe I did this. Hang on. No, it still shows that it's the right window.
Well,
Oh, there we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Because now it's just not showing the 10,000 for whatever reason.
oh.
I don't know. It's there. It's there, like, all in real life.
Yeah, it's there. I don't know.
Actually, it might be that this is too... Oh, yeah, it got shorter. Because it used to be right next to my head.
Oh, yeah, it sure did. Alt.
I have to
drag.
I have to... Oh, does that work with this one?
It should.
Let's see.
Oh, no, I guess not. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's because I cropped it with the filter or something else, but we're figuring it out. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I used to stream for a living too, but that stopped. That has mostly stopped. I do it for fun now. There we go. Let's just do this. Nope. Not what I meant to do at all. Is it? There.
Yeah, now it's there.
Okay, great. Don't ask me why things are going so poorly. I have no... Actually, it's It's Monday. It's Monday, and it's like the last Monday of the month. So things are already off just by... Like, the last day of the month should not be the first day of the week. In my, like, true and humble onion. Hello! Welcome! You see how the streamer voice jumps up for a second. And two, Mercury's in Lemonade, so things are gonna be just...
I was literally talking about Mercury being in Lemonade with my coworkers earlier today.
I don't know, like, here's the thing. Whether or not the locations of planets affect anything, I love a scapegoat. So, Mercury's in the microwave, and we are gonna play Dual Chroma Hereticus. I hope that's how it's pronounced, and I'm sorry to Galen Games if it's not. So, story. Horror fantasy. So that's your warning that if you don't want to listen to horror things, we might have to jump out for a little bit. As a scribe, you serve in subterranean tombs. Subterranean.
Subterranean.
What would that mean?
Underneath a terrarium. It's the table that's under roof. That's subterranean.
It's our subterranean table. As a scribe, you serve in subterranean tombs. You once adored a different version of him before his transformation. Now, as he calls you to the Syrian Hall, how will you respond? A glimpse into the shadows of Aradel ages past, Hereticus is short experience set in the Dual Chroma universe made for the OA2A Jam. It's 1,000 words. And it says the game might lag on slow connections and some images might be pixelated. So there's that. And if you want to check out the sequel, the Dual Chroma demo is right at the bottom of the page, and it looks like it is free right now. So you could go do that and support our trans bundle authors in multiple ways. Okay, let's see. Do you want to, Rue loves reading things aloud.
I do.
You can voice our scribe.
He has summoned me. When the Ashen Lord calls, it's best not to keep him waiting.
Hold on, I am gonna pause Spotify because this game has sounds.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. I keep my face calm as I make my way deeper into the caverns, passing by my brothers and sisters. There are more faces missing today. How many more will have gone by this time tomorrow? I quicken my pace. Such thoughts are heresy in the eyes of the Ashen Lord and his fallen god, and yet... Our people are falling to the armies of Meridus, or vanishing entirely. Have we been abandoned? As I enter the inner sanctum, I banish such things from my head. My lord is here.
Scribe, is that you?
Yes, my lord. He turns around to face me, harsh shadows obscuring parts of his face, while the rest stands out in eerie relief from the lights of the cavern. He truly is beautiful, yet terrifying.
I'm gonna see if I can mess with the volume on this. Oh, maybe I can't. Because it's giving me a little bit of an audio thing.
I mean, also, this is a...
There we go.
Like...
I could just mute that.
Oh, I was gonna say, like... We don't need to play through the entirety of this visual novel.
No, we're not gonna play through the whole visual novel.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a little further in. He is hot, gotta say. We love a white-haired anime boy.
I do. You're right.
Tell me, scribe, when you look upon our brothers and sisters, what do you see?
I see a blessed few that stand apart from the rest, but...
But?
My lord, today there are more missing.
Is that so?
He lifts one hand and directs my gaze. I grip my hands tightly beneath my robes as a figure is dragged before us, bound in chains and badly beaten. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
This is what happens to those who desert us, who turn their backs and leave us behind.
He places a chilled hand on my shoulder. I remember when there was a time when I would have been thrilled to receive his touch, before I called him Lord and my magic was still meager. But now I feel true terror. Surely such treatment is far too cruel, my lord.
Too cruel, you say? Dear scribe, this one has sought to leave us of his own free will to forsake the gift that our God has bestowed upon us, and his fate is to be in your hands.
Me?
Of course, my dear scribe, so loyal and so diligent, always asking so many questions.
He slides up close to me, forcing me to meet his gaze. I don't understand, my lord.
Poor thing. This wretch here.
He motions to our brethren in chains.
You seem so knowledgeable about what is cruel and what is fair. I will leave his fate in your hands. All right, we're gonna stop right here at this first choice because everybody gets to, decide
Also,
their own way.
Food is here.
Oh, our food is here! Heck yeah! We started talking about our food during the pre-stream part of the stream, so I don't know if anybody was in here for that first part of the stream. But if you were, you heard us talking about Qdoba. Okay. The next one that jumping back to the page really quick, we're at 7,348. The next one that I have pulled up is, I picked up this one because it looks really cute, and I have, one. Pop Magazine has started calling people kidults, or I don't know if somebody else started it, but I'm, very much somebody who would fall into the category of kidult. Somebody who is an adult but is just having fun times, acting like a kid, whatever. Why did my music just stop? Did it just stop? I don't know. Okay. But this looked fun. This looked like a little bit like a children's birthday party to me, and that was why I was like, I want to open it and look through it. Support critters for everyone! Have you ever wanted your own imaginary cheerleader, or someone to fire you up and help get things done? How about someone to just listen to your problems? Well, here! Have some magic so you can summon support critters to help you out. Your imagination is the limit. You can even summon critters to help friends and loved ones too. Just name them, draw them, fill out some information about them, and you'll have your own little booklet all about them. Then give the booklet to someone if the critter is a gift, or keep it somewhere you'll see to empower yourself. Write down how the critter helps you throughout your life on the back to empower your bond and live your best life. I love this. As guy who personifies everything, including, the dog in my watch. Nope, he's not gonna show up on camera. Oh, is he? This is Kevin, and he's my current service dog. So, this is fun. It's so cute. Yeah, it does look so cute. We'll go through the first couple of pages. Dear reader, my name is Whimsy Critterslinger. I love that. Nominative determinism for the win. I'm a support summoner, one of the 4 great heroes who saved the world many, many years ago. My ability to summon adorable, friendly critters was instrumental in winning the war, mostly by keeping my friends happy and encouraged on our long trek. I've noticed you, I've seen your struggles, your pain, and your doubt. There's no shame in that. We all struggle. But I thought maybe you could use some help. I hereby grant you the abilities of a support summoner. Now you can summon critters of your own. Anytime you or anyone you know needs one, simply close your eyes and imagine what's needed, then poof, they'll join you, ready to tackle anything. These critters are often forgetful, so you'll want to fill out this guide and keep it somewhere you'll often see, or give it to someone if the critter is for someone else. So, you take so, several of the things in this bundle are zines, which
Burrito?
Yes, please! I will only eat a little bit on stream, I promise. Hey, get this guy out of my chat! Bots! No, not bots. Mods! Kill this man! Steel's got mod powers, I think. Steel, do you have mod powers? Okay. I'm gonna eat one bite of my burrito because it looks so good. Oh, do you want mod powers? I think you had them at one point. I probably took them away because you were being naughty. Ooh, that burrito's good. Yeah. Putting my burrito down. Anyway, someone will kill that man in a minute. So, let's talk about zines. So, zines are actually, a very, very important part of punk culture, queer culture, counterculture, all that fun stuff. And I highly encourage you to go and look up zines for things you're interested in, or things you might be interested in. I have a couple of more pulled up here, so we'll look at some more. But a lot of them, the, sort of idea is that you print them out, and then you fold them up into the booklet. They're formatted in different ways so that you can fold them in different kinds of ways. I could talk for a long time about zines. They're one of my, not hyperfixations, but like a fixation of mine because I really care about queer history in particular. And so I think zines are really, really cool. Thank you, Zombie Robin. So yes, so this one you would print it out, you flip through it, you follow the instructions. Oh, it's so cute. And if you ever need a copy of the blank Critter zine, scan this QR code or go to the link, which brings you to this page. This is a fanzine to the movie If, but also a spiritual sequel to Everyday Enchanter. That's adorable! What is the support critter's purpose? Positive traits, negative traits. We all have negative traits. What do they say often? Anything else you'd like to share? And then moments when the critter makes you happy or you make the critter happy. And I love it. And I also love the word critter. Like, even outside of, yes, I'm a Critical Role guy. Even outside of Critical Role, I always have loved the word critter because it's just like a little scampery. All right. But yes, so this is so cute. I'm actually probably going to print this out myself. Because, like I said, love creatures. Like we said, I have pronouns. Anyway, I was so excited about this one. This one, we are going to go through the whole thing. Yeah, Rue just walked in and he saw it. Silly Manchitas, a collection of photos by Barbo. This is the zine of a cat named Manchitas. It is a zine and collection of photos about one of their members, Barbaloo's cat, Manchitas. So we're going to just go through all of it. This is Cat City now. I will read the text on the pages, so you can just admire the pretty kitty. Hello, this is Manchitas. She's a calico cat from Chile. In my family, we also call her Mancha as a nickname. This zine is all about her and some photos I've been collecting since I moved to Santiago. Mancha is around 13 years old as of making this zine. When we lived in the north of the country, she was very energetic and would go outside a lot. Nowadays, she stays at home and keeps me company almost the entire day. Like most cats, she sleeps a lot. She loves it when others cover her with her blanket nowadays. There's been times where she even hides completely under it. So silly. A desk all for myself. This is by far my favorite photo of hers ever. I was crocheting some clothes for the winter, and while I was doing the sleeves, she hid under the work-in-progress torso part. It took me a bit to notice, and I just had to take a photo of the moment. This was before 2020. Bye-bye, human! That's so cute. And it's like super short. But do you see what I mean when I say like a zine can literally be anything? Zine's just a bunch of pictures of your cat. Perfect. Love it. 10 out of 10. No notes. Actually, I'm gonna go, hey, if you buy things from the bundle and you like them, you play them and you like them, you know, rate them, follow the creators, because this is collaborative. Everything's collaborative, man. We're just doing our best. All right, let's see who I have pulled up next. A love letter to love itself. A love letter to love itself is a zine about my thoughts on the concept of love. Very simple thoughts, but thoughts nonetheless. I hope you like reading them. I think the illustration style on this is really cute too. Aww. If it hurts, it's not love. If it heals, it may be love. Love has many shapes and colors. You can love a life. You can love... Yeah, my brain shifted for a second. I could not read. You can love even when they're away. You can love yourself. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you guys. So, but 1, love this shade of pink. Perfect. 2, adorable. Excellent. 10 out of 10. I'm keeping things open. And so I didn't look at the like, 1, these have been, this is also from Magikia Studios, so, where the Calico cat was from. But I loved this question mark so much. This is actually a coloring book zine filled with, like, illustrations and little doodles of cats. And, you know, coloring is, like, a therapeutic thing. So I thought it was a good idea. Like, I thought it would be a cool one to pull up and be like, hey, go print this out. Put it by, literally, life hack. Keep, wherever you're working, keep some colored pencils. and a coloring book. This is my work desk, so that's why I had them so easily and quickly. Because if you just need like a nothing moment, and you can still like you can listen to a meeting while you're coloring. It's not hard, but it's so nice, and it like really it brings some joy into a little like mundane part of life. So highly recommend coloring books. We're not going to talk about the fact that mine is FNAF. All right. So those were all of the ones that I had pre-pulled up. I don't know how many people we have in the chat right now, but if anybody wants to shout out their game or a friend's game that we can go and look at the pages of, we can also look and see just at what looks interesting. Because there's, over 400 things on this bundle. I can just scroll forever. And then if we run into my games specifically, I will grab my game and talk about that for a little bit. To care is to care. Kiss Me These are fun. Like the games that we always get added to the bundle are so much fun, and they're mostly unique. Like some people have submit the same game to the bundle several times, like the last several bundles.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have made
there's one of mine.
Yeah, here's one of Rue's. Let's check it out.
I remain very proud of this cover image.
I love this cover image one, and I love this game too. So actually, and you can even see I own this game in the Trans Rights for Florida bundle from 2 years ago, and then from this year's Trans Rights in Ohio. So like it's perfectly fine to submit something that you have already made. It doesn't make it any less important. I was on the creative team for Emergent, which is in the bundle. Hell yeah! We'll grab that one next. Do you want to come talk a little bit about It Ends With You?
Yeah. So, It Ends With You is a game with two faces. So, it was written originally as a... Oh, what do I need to hear? It was originally written as a companion piece for Apocalypse Keys by Raid Najati, which can be found on Evil Hat. It's an Evil Hat game. But it can also be used as a solo journaling game for any tabletop RPG. It is a series of journaling prompts about characters who are maybe on the edge of darkness or on the edge of monstrosity, sort of coping with being a monster or being hated or becoming something that society doesn't approve of, but how you can own that part of your identity and move through it. So it's a very personal game, but also a really good journaling exercise for any tabletop RPG.
And journaling is another one of those things where I'm like, if you kind of feel like shit, just do a little bit of journaling, even if it's, write your feelings on a sticky note. Oh, I have a goal to play more solo games this year. I will have to check this out. Yes! There are tons of fun solo games in the bundle and in lots of other bundles. Sometimes people will make solo game bundles in curated list on itch and stuff. I play a lot of journaling games because I can do them on my own at weird times. Like if I'm wake up at 2 a.m, I can just go journal a little bit, play a game a little bit, have a good time. All right, we're going back. Move a cat. We're grabbing Emergent, which apparently finished the day before bundle submissions closed. So I'm excited. So already, also, this is a $25 game that you are getting for not even $5, a fraction of $5, if you only put in $5 into the bundle. And you can put in more. We've had people put in more. You can see next to me right here. We got our highest one is $467, which is pretty cool. We have had at least one $1,000 donation in the past. Mm-hmm. So, and they're really fun. It's so fun. Okay. Emergent. Pass your exams, slay a monster, and make it home for dinner. Oh. In retrospect, life was so simple before you got superpowers. Do your homework, pass your classes, go to practice 4 times a week, ask your crush to prom. Well, prom can wait. Gotta buy gasoline for the homemade flamethrower. Me. I have superpowers and a homemade flamethrower. I've lost my place. This monster is going to stop itself. Welcome to the life of an emergent. You aren't a hero. You're just a kid who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You've got superpowers, but only technically. At this point, it's barely a party trick. Nothing to name a comic book character after. And it's hardly a consolation when you look at the monsters you're facing. These things shrug off bullets without flinching, can snap bones like toothpicks, and can warp the very laws of physics you used to think were unmovable. Did I mention they can mutate to take advantage of your fears? You have no chance of winning a fair fight.
Ooh.
So don't fight fair. If you want to win, you're going to need to hunt this monster. Study the sites of its attacks, observe it in action, raid its lair, study what it leaves behind, find its weaknesses, then exploit them. Craft some weapons, lay some traps, use your powers, turn the tide, and take this thing out once and for all. Don't fight fair. I am obsessed already. In Emergent, you'll play as high school students with superpowers who fight horrifying interdimensional monsters while trying to maintain their secret identities and pass their classes.
Woo!
I love the strife of it. Absolutely obsessed with, not only do you have all of this going on,
But you gotta pass calculus.
you have to pass calculus.
Man, I'm out here fighting monsters by moonlight and doing a push by daylight.
When do you have time to sleep? But so, and you get a lot with this. I mean, you pay $25, of course you do. You get the Emergent Core Rulebook, which is a 424-page full-color PDF. You get character sheets, which are online form fillable, a monster generator, tokens, player only. This version of the rulebook omits GM tools and bestiary sections. Oh, and they can, so your players can read the rules spoiler free. I love that.
That's an amazing
That's a great idea.
accessibility tool.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Thank you. And then the bestiary on its own in a separate file.
No.
Yes.
It's pronounced bestiary.
Is it? I don't care. Why? But it's why is it the bestiary if it's full of beast? It's the real horror of the game. An entire scheduling mechanic. No.
Oh man. The real horror of any game.
Dang.
Scheduling.
I'm gonna use a scheduling tool to actually get our friends to sit down for a session of Pathfinder. Sorry, you can't leave. You're trapped by monsters. You have to play game. Anyway, there's a bestiary that's filled with beasts.
It was not one of my job interview questions, but I was told that at one point that was one of the interview questions for Paizo. Was if you could pronounce.
If you could pronounce
bestiary.
bestiary?
Like, it wasn't like a disqualifying question, but it was a question.
Because I was like, like English is my second language.
I
Well, the mechanic also got my schedule wrong the first time, like every year I was in high school. I think it will. I think that's the point. That's part of the point. That's so cool. I love that. I've got that one also open in another tab to keep looking at. Let's see. Oh, I saw Dino Jam in here earlier, so let's take a look at Sprouts. Sticky papers rolling over and under tricky situations. You can make it as authentic to high school as you want. Oh man. They got basketball in there. Not in Sprouts, in Emergent. But let's read Sprouts. Sprouts, aka Sticky Papers Rolling Over and Under Tricky Situations, is a lighthearted adventure TTRPG where players have their hand-drawn creatures travel across real-life terrain. This game turns any living space into a charming adventure. Players act as Sprouts, delightful little creatures that can climb up furniture and travel over countertops. As a team, Sprouts will adventure from landmark to collect treasures until they reach the ending place all together.
That's so cute.
That's adorable! And also, I am well known to have, like, a love of sticky notes. I don't know how well known that is, actually. But, so I'm always ready for a sticky note game. This is so cute. With Sprouts, my aim is to create a simple and fun real-life adventure game that brings players of all ages could enjoy together. I love putting words into sentences that aren't there. There's a physical, and if you want to try and snag a physical version, you can go to dinoberrypress.com, and it says if you're lucky, so I assume they do very limited print runs. Let's see. See if it's in stock right now. Sold out right now. Get notified when Sprouts is back in stock, though. You can just put your email in. Love it. Okay. What's next? Who's next? I guess we could pull up like a random number generator and just...
wouldn't. They're not numbered.
No, I would have to go and find like the number. I would have to count.
That's more work, I think, than you just scrolling and picking things.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Punch a Fucking Nazi. This is from Chubby Crow Games, who is a dear friend.
Bunch of fucking Nazi.
So shout out to Harper if they drop in. I don't know if they will. A new meditative experience. The sequel to the smash hit, Punch a Fucking Billionaire. This is a meditative game where you imagine and then punch a Nazi. Included is the standalone expansion with LARP rules. Punch a Fucking Nazi was created for 36-word RPG Jam. The base game and standalone expansion are each 36 words. That's crazy. Although, my favorite, I will say, like, I love games, and I love the things that people can do with them. One of my favorite games in the world, it's on itch, and I believe it's free, and you can just find it. It's called Worms. It's a one-word RPG. And I'm not going to say that word because I want everybody to go and find it for themselves. But I love it. I'm like, how can you do things with such small, like with those constraints? Because my worksheet games that I make always end up being far too long. Here's what one player had to say. Unlike other games, the original mechanics translate very smoothly to the LARP implementation. Okay, and then there's... because there was a check out what one bootlicker had to say. So this is somebody who disagrees with the concept of punching Nazis, I guess. And so there's a serious note for people like Adeptus 7. Currently in America, we literally have Nazis vocally supporting our administration. Not people that I'm claiming are Nazis. Actually, for realsies, self-described Nazis. They've come out in droves because our administration is providing a safe place for them to spread their hateful ideology. This isn't me stretching the truth. It is what is literally happening. I understand that not everybody shares my opinions. I do not say that people are Nazis because we have different opinions. Even conservatives, Republicans, centrists, libertarians, people whose opinions I actively despise, I don't label them as Nazis. You know who I do label as Nazis? Nazis, and the people who support them. By word or by action. Violence should not be used unless your safety or the safety of others is in danger. So, very cool, very short, lots of great reviews. This is a perfect meditative game. Zero tolerance. I love it. Play this LARP whenever you see a fucking Nazi. See a fucking Nazi? Punch it in its punchable fucking Nazi face. Repeat forever until your arm hurts. If cops show up, cheese it. You win. Beautiful. Let's see what else we've got. I'm going to scroll really far down. Because I've seen the first couple of pages of loaded games because I've been staring at the bundle page all day. But I want to go and see. Wait, no. I want to see this one.
Oh!
This is Ray's. You are loved. Trans people are loved. You are loved. We are loved. Share your love. Show your support. This is a free resource pack of PDF and PNG files titled You Are Loved, which you can use to print stickers and posters and flyers. Stick them out and about in places where you live to show transgender and gender diverse people that they are loved. Wild Ones looks cute. It's little bookmarks with mini games. Oh, we'll go to that one next. That sounds fun. Did you put up a sticker or poster? Find one in the wild. Share your photos on the You Are Loved Instagram. u.r.loved, but the E is a 3. Anonymous is totally okay too. Personally, I'll be putting some smaller stickers in bathrooms, a site that is often made unsafe by transphobes. I'll also be going on little walks in the sunshine and pulling down transphobic posters and replacing them with signs of trans love. That's so important. That's really cute. All right, we're going to find Wild Ones, which means scrolling back up so that I can just type it in the search. Oh, that's adorable. You Wild Ones, always reading, always learning, always creating. You, Wild Ones, is a set of 4 physical microgames you can play after reading part of a book. In fact, all microgames are conveniently shaped like a bookmark and based after an animal, so you can always place them in the last page you read. Let's open up the picture. You, Buffalo. Highlight or write down the strongest... Oh, I love this. This is cool. In the recent pages you've read during this session, the strongest is the one that stuck with you the most. Afterwards, write that phrase in a new setting or context to give it a new meaning or emotion. Oh, I love these. I'm not going to read all of them out because, again, download them. But that's so cute.
That would be a really good, like, educational exercise as well. Like,
It would be. Like, I think a lot of times as we leave school and we're not, like, assigned to do things, we forget to examine the media that we're consuming and, like really think about it. Pride moths.
Pride moths.
Pride moths. In the forest where bugs and non-bug friends are not at peace, the moths will be there to help. Pride Moths is a TTRPG where you will most likely not fight, though the possibilities of violence are not zero. You will take control of a pride moth, a cape-wearing moth that helps other beings in search of spreading peace and love. Content warning, this game is centered around bugs and other small creatures like spiders. The rulebook includes cartoony depictions of them, but still, if you fear them, it's recommended you don't play this game or play with the bug-free version of this rulebook. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Another cool accessibility thing, having the bug-free version.
Yeah.
And there's even community copies, so if for whatever reason, like if you don't have the $5 to buy the bundle, and some people don't, and that's okay, there's no judgment on that, you could go and grab a community copy of this, and you would still have a fun little game. Shout out to, I think Magicia Productions submit like a lot of their games, or Magicia Studios, sorry, which is very, very cool. Quinn Beckham in the chat says, I'm just skimming and looking for the cutest animals right now, TBH.
You're so valid.
I mean, that's what it's how I go about my whole life, honestly. Just like, I like that. It's cute. Okay. Like I said, this is just gonna keep happening. I can't stop it. I wanted to find mine. I know mine's gonna be like down at the bottom, huh? Because are these in the order that they're submitted?
No.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what order these get put in.
Okay, I have no idea where mine is then.
A lonely space cowboy at the end of the universe.
Okay, no, I have to open up this one first. Cowboys and Critters. I opened it because there's a frog in a cowboy hat here.
Oh!
Yeah, and him in color is the cover photo.
Oh, it's a Hack of Lasers and Feelings.
Yeah, Hack of Lasers and Feelings by John Harper. This game is licensed under a CC. I don't know all of those. You are a cowboy, cowgirl, cowfolk critter. You and your friends run a sweet little frontier town and defend it against outlaw gangs and ne'er-do-wells. Things have been quiet. Too quiet. But there's a new gang in town, and they ain't playing nice. Create and customize your own critters in town to defend with your friends. Roll on the random table to create a nefarious local gang to protect your little homestead from, and buckle up for some twists and turns along the way. Grab a GM and some friends because these outlaws have yeed their last haw.
I love it.
I love it.
The one next to a lonely space cowboy at the end of the world, at least in the layout that I'm looking at, which I think is the same, is called Call 'Em Out, an LGBTQ power fantasy of spite.
Okay, do we want to look up a lonely space cowboy first, and then because if you just keep track of the ones that look interesting to you, I could just keep pulling them up. A Lonely Space Cowboy at the End of the Universe by Ashley Craft. Another 36-word solo journaling TTRPG. This is rocking! I'm trying not to swear so much, but honestly, this shit rocks. You are a space cowboy, and the world might be ending. What do you do? And then there's warnings, making sure you're using RPG tools, because themes of existentialism and possibly mortality are a huge part of the game. But you know, that's what it is. No AI was used in the creation of this project. Please don't put AI in your projects. I'm begging you. What was the next one? You said it.
Call, one second, let me make sure it's
Call them out.
Call out, like apostrophe E-M.
Aha, call them out. LGBTQ power fantasy. The original text-only file is still available. Content warning, this game deals with issues of homophobia, transphobia, and conservative political views. Coming out, family arguments, hostile relatives, stressful family holidays, and other potentially triggering topics along those lines. 3 days ago, you came out to your parents. They were accepting, but they're still processing the news, whatever that means, and are sort of avoiding you now. Today you have a big family event, and with all the extendeds, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, aunts, cousins, all of them. I said aunts twice, that's fine. And you're not exactly politically aligned. This game is a revenge power fantasy for queer kids with shitty families who either can't cut them out or have a hard time doing so without alienating themselves from the rest of the relatives they enjoy spending time with. It's a silly little journaling exercise with die rolling and coin flipping gameplay. And then there's links included to online tools, which is nice. Meant to help all of us who suffer through family get-togethers get a little written or recorded revenge on those who claim to love us but would rather change us or let us die.
Go off.
Go off, truly. Did you have another one?
No, I'm just scrolling.
Let's see. I want to know what this frog is about. Kiss Me, Bless Me, a gay duet TTRPG. Kiss Me, Bless Me is a 2-player TTRPG about two princes, one that must convince the other to turn them back into a prince with a kiss, as a frog, and another that must decide whether or not to help this cursed man. You need a D8, a timer, and optional notes. The goal is simple. The frog seeks to convince the prince to kiss him, breaking the curse. Will they succeed, or will the prince's doubts and reservations lead to an unexpected outcome? I love it. Actually, is it safe to kiss frogs? Because I know that, like, you can't touch frogs because of the oils on your human hands, but your lip, okay. Whether or not your lips produce oil, I guess, is not part of this equation.
I mean, they do. Not to the same extent that your hair follicle areas do. But there's still, like, oils on your lips. Yeah. So I think this is another bug kiss situation.
This is a bug kiss situation, and thank God Bug Kiss actually did think of this. Oh my god, actually, do we know where my Bug Kiss is?
No.
That's so sad. It's somewhere. Shout out Legboot, the artist. I follow them on Instagram, but I think they're on all the socials, who invented the Bug Kiss, which is a device that allows you to kiss bugs very gently. It's like an extendo lips for your mouth. It's really good. I like it. Oh, I was meant to be scrolling games, wasn't I? Let's see. Again, also, like, the refreshing loses me sometimes. A chaotic art RPG for all ages. Dino Car. Who let dinosaurs drive cars? Imagine a world almost entirely the same as our own, except someone's magical wish to meet the dinosaurs came true. But after the welcome party, what were they all to do? Well, they went on to have regular modern lives alongside our own. They've got bills to pay, families to feed, jobs to work. Most unfortunately of all, though, they have cars to drive, and none of them are really very good at it. That's what happens when you're a 12-foot tall reptile with big legs and skinny arms. It's just really hard to fit into a compact economy-sized sedan, and even harder to operate the dang thing. That's the world of Dino Car! You'll paint a map, draw landmarks, slap buildings into place, and take turns going on chaotic road trips and commutes. At the end of a game of Dino Car, you'll have a story to tell and a wonderful map to either frame on the wall or stick to the fridge. Let's go through the, like, steps, images. Gather, landscaping, city planning, road mapping, chaos weaving. Ooh. Chaos weaving. It's time for a road trip. Reintroduce your dinosaur, put the pedal to the metal, and go on a chaotic drive across your map together. In Phase 5, everyone takes turns navigating the map for their dinosaur with their eyes closed or blindfolded with the help of another player.
Oh boy. Collecting
points and keeping score. I love that they got an actual dinosaur to come do this photo shoot with them. Yeah! It's really good. Also, I like that this sticky note says workplace, and this one is corn store. Players can use this table as inspiration or roll on it to generate a character. Roll once for each row. Do I have a D6 next to me? I do!
Oh, you have my jar of D6s.
I have Rue's jar of D6s that lives next to my computer for some, like, not for some reason, because this is also, like, the house streaming computer. Okay, we're gonna roll. It's one each row. Okay. First row is 6, so joyful. Joyful Sarapod. Ancient motorcycle. So I'm a joyful Sarapod, and I drive an ancient motorcycle.
Oh boy.
I love it. Also, I just realized I think I can turn this auto refresh off, and it will make my life just a smidge easier. I want to see Alone in the Library. This is another one from Beth and Angel Makes Games. Don't judge a book by its cover, but an interesting game cover is going to get me to click on it a little faster. Oh, also, this one. Let's go. Alone in the Library, a downloadable journaling RPG zine. You need a standard deck of cards, Rue of Jokers, a 6-sided die, and something to catalog your adventures with. Alone in the Library is a solo journaling RPG inspired by Alone Among the Stars by Takuma Okada. You're a librarian alone after hours in a closed library. You find that just by opening a book to a random page, you're instantly teleported into the story. With a standard deck of cards and a d6, you'll catalog your experience amongst the pages. Where will the story take you? That's fun! I love that. One moment. Something's happening. It's like in my DMs, not just like in the world. Okay, that's fine. I had to make sure nobody was like falling into holes. The next one I've got is the Bakery Asset Pack. This is another one that we have that we've had before. This was in our trans rights bundle for Florida 2 years ago. You may now use this in commercial products if you purchase this asset pack at the $5 level or if purchase this as part of a bundle. So these are just so cute, and you never like think you're gonna need assets until you actually need them. I end up making a lot of like graphics for work, and then I have to like go and dig around and like find commercial free ones or whatever. But if you bought this as part of a bundle, now I can make as many macaron images as I want. You may modify these images in any way for your game, but you may not redistribute the modifications. And you must credit Caden Ramstack in any projects that use these images.
Oh, it's Caden!
Shout out Caden! Oh, we already did Dino Car. I don't know why I still have it open. We've got a lot of really cool 36-word RPGs. Let's scroll. We're just gonna... Oh, wait, no, I saw a typewriter with a hand. I keep going like, I'm gonna scroll further, and then I don't. Riders in Darkness is an immersive horror role-playing game heavily inspired by Lovecraft and played entirely by writing letters between two people. Either take the role of the writer, who describes the setting and the horrible dangers they have found themselves in, or the player, who advises and guides them to save them from the threat. Sorry. I'm gonna play this game. We're gonna play this game at some point.
Okay.
But I'm gonna refer to the player as Chat the whole time.
Yeah.
Chat, what are you supposed to do if you encounter a Cthulhu? Remind me. Write letters, give advice, tell them what to sacrifice, when to fight, and when to run. Try and help them survive. Try and learn what is really going on. Write them more letters. Learn why they're trapped in the town and the truth behind why they can't leave. Think back to why you became friends with them in the first place. Help them train to get better at surviving. Help them heal. Tell them where to hide. Receive one final letter from them. Why is Zombie sending us kissies? Oh, because I said Chat. Because I said Cthulhu, that's right.
Skeleton Justice Warriors.
Okay, hang. Oh, it's right there. Yeah. We are winning. We stay winning on this channel. You have risen from the grave to find the world sucks. Everyone knows the despotic wizard is. That really got you all.
Yes, it really did.
If the wizard is a despot, is it despotic?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone knows the despotic wizard is the cause. The incessant cackling was as good a hint as any. Luckily, their magic only seems to work on the living, making your bony bodies and empty skulls the perfect weapons. But the wizard's rigid, magically enforced order has caused countless other problems. For the yet fleshed that can't easily be solved.
Yet fleshed, so people who aren't skeletons.
Yes. By simply crushing a tyrant alone. And despite your best efforts, the void within you that was once life continues to care deeply for these still worms, now so alien to your cold purpose driven on life. Sorry, the Ice Cream Truck remix song just came on the playlist, and I'm really feeling it. You are dead, that is your greatest weapon. Skeleton Justice Warriors is a hack of lasers and feelings based on an original concept by Amanda Van Ryn. Your stats are Skeleton, Justice, and Warrior. Hell yeah. I love that. I'm just gonna keep saying that because truly, these bundles are always like banger after banger after banger. Cortisol, let's go!
There's another Magikia Studios game called Chat. The race is about to start.
We'll see if I can find that one organically now that I can actually maintain where I'm scrolling. Cortisol, a journaling game for a highly stressful existence. What is the feminine experience? What binds us all together under one standard? And how do we escape its confines and conspiracies with minimal scarring? Cortisol is a solo journaling game that uses tarot cards to build a narrative around one of 6 feminine experiences. It asks the player, the writer, the chronicler to examine an experience through the cards and their relationship similarities and differences. Woof. In an effort to deconstruct what to some might be considered ubiquitous feelings, events, or activities. So, a tarot deck, a writing or typing tool, a journal or word processing program, and a 6-sided die. Very cool. What are the preloaded feminine experiences are knowing what will kill you and being unable to stop it, the addiction of betrayal forged in the fires of peer pressure, doom scrolling for reproductive rights, remaining reasonable in the face of violent escalation, mistrusting your own body's cries for help, and using a public bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That's my sign off to the games. Bye, I love you. And Punch a Fucking Billionaire, which is the prequel to Punch a Fucking Nazi. Mm-hmm. Trans Vampire Cowboys. Also, shout out to everybody who just puts like a trans flag and then the title of their game. It does draw me in every single time.
Yeah, you're winning for me specifically.
Yeah. This game is temporarily more expensive!
Yeah!
You are trans. You are a vampire. And you are a cowboy. You run heists with your posse at midnight and cuddle with the homies during the day. You and your coffin's crew strive to take care of your community while stopping any monster hunters wanting to eradicate your existence. Running from the law never goes out of style, and neither will you if you work together. That's so fun. And there are community copies. I feel a very deep connection to trans vampire cowboys. A lyric game about becoming oneself.
Do you see? There he is.
Oh, I do see chat. The race is about to start. We'll open that one up too. In the waves, you can hear my heartbeat. Oceanic You is a short lyric game about becoming one with the sea, or rather, with your true self. It is my Barbaloo. Oh, that's also whose cat we looked at earlier. First attempt at doing a lyric game. Oh, that's really cool. I love when people put their first games in the bundle, because it's like, you trust us to like take the first thing that you've ever made and share it with all of these
890 people.
890 people. And like, that really means a lot. So thank you so much to Barbaloo for your cat and for your first lyric game. I might have to join their Discord server. And this is from the same studio again. Chat, the race is about to begin. No, chat, we told you we won't make the car explode. Chat, please stop. Chat, the race is about to start is a duet one-page TTRPG about taking the role of 2 silly racing live streamers in the process of fixing their badly damaged car before an important race begins. That's cute. Optional, a Twitch chat.
Optional.
Maybe we should pull up this one. Mm-hmm. We have a Twitch chat currently. Well, I'll leave it open. We'll see. I don't know how many people we have hovering around, and I feel like you want more, more people than less.
We are 54 cents away from $8,000.
Yeah! So it looks, because I turned off the auto refresher. Oh, well.
It's okay. I've been keeping up with it.
Let me go refresh it really quick. Yeah, because if you just tell me when we hit, like, milestones, I can do that.
I mean, I also figured we want to wrap up soon, because we've been streaming for about an hour, and we've made about $1,000 during that hour.
But what if we get to 10,000 right now? Sorry, the song in my head is really good. What is this? Oh, it's Apatu. That makes sense. I don't. We'll keep looking through a few more games. Well, I want to at least get to the bottom. I don't know if I can. There's Emergent again. Hell yeah, Emergent. Eldritch High, a lasers and feelings hack of transgressive puberty.
Yeah.
That's Gwen?
Yeah.
Oh, it literally says Gwen's name there. Hi, Gwen. Eldritch High, you're a high school student at Pamela Coleman Smith High School with a secret. PCS... Sorry, I misunderstood that. I thought the high school had the secret. PCS is in many ways your typical high school, but it can be unparalleled in its weirdness. Humans wander its halls beset with strange urges, their bodies slowly morphing into alien things, their minds befuddled by ineffable desires. Despite this, each student believes themselves to be the only one in the school undergoing such transformations, and all this is just normal teen hormones. Before we even mention the eldritch horrors that lurk in the shadows and grow within their bodies. Will you conform or transform? Very cool.
We have passed 8,000!
Yay! Made $1,000 in one stream. And it was all... It's not because of me. I liked this one too. This is another one from Magikia Studios. Like, I saw this one. A guy who personally knows Hatsune Miku. Excellent. Let me refresh it so it shows the 8,000 really fast.
Yeah!
Yeah! There's OBS now. I forgot. Loss of signal. Let's make a monster. Oh, we're here. Yeah. The support critters game that we saw earlier. Fuck it, we're making Pooborg. It's mostly about keeping it real. Honestly, even the titles of a lot of these are so good. Reach from Trash Heap Games, a narrative game about sending one last message before you fade away. Going Home Wordless, a survival guide to use with tiny things. A solo game about difficult homecomings, precious things, and seeing what happens next. Community copies available. Dungeons and Dungeons, a 36-word adventure. Hello Stranger, a game for two about music and covert communication. Wow, Live Without Warning, that looks like really good, and like it was probably formatted really, really nicely.
That's a game that I wrote that Rena did the layout for.
Yeah. Here's another one of Rue's games, Coda. We still have not seen, I don't know, maybe they are. Oh, here's Activism for Beginners from Thesperians Productions.
Because if they were all in the same, if they were in the order that they uploaded them, I put mine in all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So they would all be together.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find one of mine at some point. Oh, no, we'll find mine at some point, probably. But yeah, shout out Thesperians Productions, who does a lot of activism work and is, like, constantly in the community near where we live. They're very, very, very cool. Duty and Despair, a hack of lasers and feelings based on Alien and other classic sci-fi horror. Supernatural Sapphics, a game of messy queer relationships between supernatural creatures and the humans close to them. Also, if anybody sees a game that they just want me to open up, we can do that. Immortal Lich Henry Kissinger.
Oh, someone quote tweeted my post earlier today talking about Immortal Lich Henry Kissinger.
Let's read it. Let's see. Henry Kissinger is dead. but he's been dead before. Can you get him to stay that way? Create your character's specialty. From blades, sonics, fist fighting, fungus, lies, deboning, slug farming, there's so many, I love it. And more. Craft your opening line from, why, that's my specialty, to, ha! Will you be able to stop Immortal Lich Henry Kissinger?
I'm stopping him with slug farming.
I think it's a really good way to stop him, for sure. When rolling an exploded die, everyone says aloud, fuck you, Henry Kissinger. These are so good. What else do we got? A journaling game of epic deeds, Quest-A-Lot. Flyover Country, a haunted Midwest road tripping game. I do want to look at that. Kissinger. Let's see, Flyover Country. Ooh, eyes. Fields of wheat and corn ripple in the wind, hungry eyes peering out between the stalks. Billboards along the road advertise strange and dangerous attractions. Smiles are too wide, manners too polite, secrets buried too deep. The neon light of a diner glows in the distance, but you may never reach its doors. An empty highway stretches out to the horizon before wrapping back in, on, and around itself, twisted on into the forever horizon. This is Flyover Country. Flyover Country is a Midwest road-tripping horror role-playing game for 4 to 6 players, 1 game master or watcher, and 3 to 5 players or drifters. It is meant to be played in one sitting and without prep. It only requires paper, writing utensils, and a tarot deck. Very cool. I also we really like road tripping. I don't know if we really like road tripping. We do a lot of, short road tripping.
I enjoy driving.
Yeah, and I love sitting in a car.
So it turns into us road tripping because if a place is close enough, I would rather drive than any other form of transportation. But I don't recommend driving all the way from Oregon to Indiana for Gen Con in 2.5 days. I think I would enjoy the road trip if we took
more time, yeah.
But I can't recommend driving all the way from Oregon to Indiana in 2.5 days.
This is one of Zasha's, so I'm going to open it up. From Dark Heart Games. Library of Blood and Bone. Explore a library filled with living books, enchanted skulls, and stitched imps that may help or hinder your quest. This system-agnostic micro-setting was created for the 2025 Tiny World RPG Jam. Download the 8-page PDF to begin. This is a loving homage to everyone who's ever worked at a library or bookstore and been sent in search of a book based on its size, shape, color, and absolutely nothing else. It's always an epic quest. Those are my favorite memes that people post when they're like, I was trying to remember, I wanted to pick up a book, it was blue. And I can't even talk about it too much because I, at one point, was looking for, and still have not found, a book that I could only remember, the vague cover of.
See, this is why, I'm not any better, but I have aphantasia, so I can't see things in my head. And so I don't generally describe things visually, because that's not what I remember about them. But instead, you'll get something absolutely unhinged. The one time I asked what book is that subreddit for a book that I had read and forgotten the name of, where I was like, I'm looking for a sci-fi, speculative fiction book with a queer femme protagonist, and the one thing I could remember is that there are creatures that they call crocodiles in the book who are distinctly not crocodiles. They have tentacles and they communicate telepathically, and I'm like, listen, I've seen a crocodile.
I know what a crocodile looks like.
And that was the only thing I remembered. And hey, the subreddit got it for me. It's The City on the Edge of Night by Charlie Jane Anders.
Shout out to the subreddit.
She's a trans author.
Yeah.
It's a good book.
I love doing, no, truly, I do shout outs. People are like, oh, you're doing it as a joke. No, I love doing the shout out thing. I literally love saying shout out. It comes from a camp counselor origins. So, we just did one of Zasha's, but I'm also going to pull up Counterspell because they wrote this one for the bundle. Yeah. Play as wizards engaged in a friendly duel. Power your magic with imagination. With an arcane pylon hanging between you. Compete to knock it from the sky using magic alone. Whoever collects 6 wins first. Wins the game. By the duelist accords, you cannot target one another with your spells. This is a game about prowess and invention, not about causing harm. A duet game for all ages. 6-page PDF features art and design work by Natalie Chenard and Alderdoodle. Title font is Murphy's Folly by Checkered Ink. To play the game, you also need one standard deck of playing cards. Beautiful. And, like, this game is also, like, beautiful when you flip through it. Let's see. We are getting close to the end, at least according to my scroll bar.
Does yours not do the thing that mine does, where when you get to the end, it jumps you back up because you haven't actually gotten to the end?
Oh, I don't know, maybe. You have to draw a character!
Oh,
This is...
I love these little guys.
I love these little guys. I love them. A game about drawing characters and making stories with them. It's mostly an excuse to have some fun drawing with friends without any other incentive than the fun of it. Perfect excuse to just let yourself go. If you're a fascist or bigoted in some way, you can't play this game. You are not welcome here. If you can't tell if you're a fascist or bigoted, you have some introspection to do. You have to draw a character.
Fix your hearts or die.
Fix your hearts or die. The Cheshire Human, Free Love, a queer one-page tabletop role-playing game. Welcome one and all to the Free Love TTRPG, made for Queer Joy Jam 2024. This game uses a unique D8 skill check system to represent each letter of the LGBTQIA+ acronym. You can be anything or anyone you want. Your only limit is your imagination. Enjoy! That's cute. It came from the Sludge Pits PDF edition, one-page monster generator. You don't need any more. This is another one from the Cheshire Human, Business Card Battlers, a tabletop role-playing game that fits in your pocket, perfect for a one-shot or a quick adventure with friends. I don't know, let's see if I'm near the end. Femininominum Tea Party, a short LARP. Fangs Fab Barcade. Barkcade? Because it's got the... Because it has to have the bark, so it's Barkcade. Have to have the K. Reality is a STEM toy. A collection of DIY fidget toys presented by the world's greatest pickpocket. Let's go. This is a collection of simple STEM toys that collectively represent my attempts to make a perfect fidget device within the confines of my personal definition of perfection. I made a whole list out of what a theoretical perfect one would constitute. Don't get me started. This is a zine that's technically been in the making for more than a year, but most of that time was spent endlessly fiddling with ideas, and only just about a couple of months ago did I settle on stems I actually thought were quality. I consider this zine to be my best work in years, and is honestly one of my favorite things I've made. People always told me to make games I believed in making, rather than what I feel like I should be making, and so I made a whole collection of games that I, as an autistic person, deeply love. I'm probably going to take a rest from the simple TTRPG and crowd scene. Okay, so that is their personal things. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, what a huge honor for you to take something that you've worked on for so long and that you love and that you consider your best work and be like, I will let people have this for essentially free, for $5, in order to support trans youth in other states or in anywhere, in whatever state we have chosen this year. I'm gonna get teary-eyed talking about it. Motherfucker stole my baby!
Fuck!
It's a quick role-playing game inspired by Cradle to the Grave, and other action films. Quick role-playing game. You're a jewel thief, and you and your crew just nabbed a bag of black diamonds for a mysterious employer. You hand the jewels over to your fence for appraisal, and kick back for a well-deserved party. Then comes the unexpected double whammy. Gangsters robbed your fence and swiped the diamonds, and your only child has been kidnapped by the billionaire that you stole the diamonds from. Can you retrieve the diamonds and make the exchange? And how many bodies will litter the streets on your path to victory? You can only wonder as you stand in the rain and scream to the sky, "Motherfucker stole my baby!" I think there's you could make a hack of that, based on. Is the movie Abigail? Is that her name? The little
vampire girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that is a portion of the premise of that movie. History of Mystery Whodunit 101, another one from the experience. I don't know, have I gotten to the end? Roy G. Biv character backstory creator. Clown Around, a mini tabletop RPG about clowns. Punk Rock Soup Kitchen, a game of creating food and community for 3 to 5 players. Caravan NPCs for your D&D. Neon Knights First Edition, a brand new cyberpunk/dystopian TTRPG with unlimited build freedom.
Oh, you did reach the end.
Yeah, I did reach the end,
Yay!
and I lost my game entirely somewhere in there. I Want Your Bite, though. There it is. Or not. That's not my game. That is Rue's game.
No.
I Want Your
not-
Bite is just one of my favorites of Rue's games.
That's my vampire. No, it doesn't have. I wonder if yours didn't get loaded in.
My game did not get put into the bundle. I'm just gonna. So, as the person who controls when everybody gets the bonuses after the bundle, I'm just gonna send it to you anyway.
Yeah.
Just shove it in there. What are you gonna do? Reverse it? It's a game. It's gone. It's actually, we're gonna go look at my game really quick.
Game Sharov.
It's Game Sharov. So, first of all, shout out to Tumblr and their creation of... How did I spell Game Sharov? That is how I spelled it. It's just not taking it. It's not showing it to me. Goncharov was a fake movie that Tumblr made up, kind of. Very complicated, hard to explain. But I can try. It is, hypothetically, an Al Pacino movie starring Robert De Niro and a couple of other... I can't read all of the names on the poster. And it is a queer mafia love movie that the thing about Goncharov is that it is constantly changing and eternal, and whatever you say about it is right in that moment. And that's actually the point of this game also. You are Matteo JWHJ0715, not the director, the writer of the movie. Your mother is Italian, your father is a license plate. This has affected your whole life. You are an artist. You are about to write and maybe direct the greatest mafia movie of all time. But first, you have to create it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna slip that one in. This is one of my favorite games that I've ever made. Cute game character. That's not part of our bundle, though. Bundle only. Well, we have scrolled through the whole thing at least once, so everything has been on the screen. We're at $8,294, which is also incredible. 930 people have bought it. Wow. Yeah, I know, you guys can feel me slowing down. I can feel me slowing down. Let's see. Things that you can do to help the bundle. The first one, the most obvious one, buy it. You can buy the bundle. If you haven't bought it already, but you have the, dispensable income. Is that what the word is?
Yeah.
Go and buy the bundle. $5, $10. It makes a difference, truly. Obviously, because 930 people have put in as little as $5, and it's made a huge difference.
And as much as $467.
As much as $467. The second thing you can do if you can't buy the bundle or have already bought the bundle is tell people about the bundle. I spend a lot of time making sure that we've got QR codes and short links and things that are easy to pass around and show people and print out. So just talk about the bundle, link people to it. You can either use the one that's obviously at the top of the page or bit.ly/transrightsbundle25. The third thing that you can do is be nice to yourself, because we're all going through it right now. And
Yeah.
it's rough, and sometimes it feels like everything is on fire, but I assure you that fires can be put out. I've gotten really into Facebook memes because I'm entering my 30s.
I look forward to when you cover our house in Minions.
No, I'm not gonna get into Minions. They'll have invented some new marketable character. Baby Yoda, probably.
Yeah, they haven't invented him yet.
Yeah. But my new favorite Facebook meme is stop imagining the apocalypse and start imagining the revolution. Like it's written on the sidewalk in chalk. And I'm like, that's the mindset that we need to go into. I'm not imagining everything burning down. I'm imagining getting to build it back up.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything?
Looks like we're on track to hit 10,000 before tomorrow, which means I will be, at some point, streaming the recording of the first episode of the Hyperfixation Station. I don't know when yet. I also don't know when I'm going to play Bloodborne, but I am going to play Bloodborne on stream at some point during this fundraiser, and probably do things at milestones, like I will play with a blindfold on, or something like that. Which, it should be noted, I'm not good at video games to begin with, so the more messed up I get while playing Bloodborne, like with my, left hand or something like that, the worse it's gonna be, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know when we're gonna do that either, but we're gonna do both of those things.
Yeah, we're gonna try and eke out as many streams as possible for this bundle. One, because we have the time for it this year. Last year when we did the bundle, we were in the middle of like a very busy season for both of us.
Yeah.
And also, because we've got some really cool like physical things that we also want to get distributed. And we can't do that with the bundle.
So there may be some giveaways and stuff for engagement with the bundle posts coming in the future, thanks to some of our physical product partners, who I will announce once
everything's confirmed. But like, we'll just start raffling off stuff, sending off stuff. You want you can't have this one exactly, but what is his name?
Yamaraj.
Yeah, I painted a Yamaraj to look like a scarlet, not exactly a scarlet macaw. It's a combination of a scarlet macaw and a blue macaw. Here's the camera. But yeah, you could have something like that. I don't know. Buy the trans rights bundle. All right. I love you, and I will see you very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.